The movie begins in a desert where we see a man named Wyndham, who was a professional photographer. Actually, he had come to the desert to capture good photos of the solar eclipse. By evening, he finishes taking all the photos and starts to leave. But after going a little further, he sees a crying child. Wyndham asks him, "Why are you crying?" The child replies, "I am lost here." Hearing this, Wyndham tells the child to come with him. However, the child goes in the opposite direction, saying, "My parents will be found that way." Reluctantly, Wyndham has to follow the child. He tries to stop the child, saying, "There is no one that way," but the child doesn't stop. While chasing the child, Wyndham goes deep into the desert. Then, Wyndham tries to forcefully stop the child, but the child still doesn't stop. Suddenly, the child gives Wyndham a strange smile and runs away. Wyndham realizes that the child has deliberately brought him here to trap him. So, he decides to go back, but he doesn't know the way back. He gets lost, and it gets dark. After that, Wyndham starts looking for shelter to protect himself from the cold wind. A little further, he sees a house where a woman is present. The house is slightly below a hill, and there is a ladder to reach it. Since Wyndham has no place to stay, he climbs down the ladder and enters the house. Inside, he sees the same woman, whose name is Alina. However, Alina is a bit strange because she doesn't react or ask anything after seeing Wyndham. Then, Wyndham introduces himself and says, "I am lost. Can I stay here tonight?" Even after hearing this, Alina doesn't respond. After a while, she tells him to eat. Wyndham finds it a bit odd but still sits down to eat, though he doesn't eat the food. After that, Alina gives him a room to sleep. Then, Wyndham sees Alina changing her clothes and falls asleep. The next day, Wyndham wakes up and goes back to the ladder, but he sees that the ladder is no longer there. The place where he is standing is surrounded by high cliffs, making it impossible to escape without the ladder. Worried, he goes to Alina and asks, "Where is the ladder that was here yesterday?" Alina replies, "They must have removed the ladder after you came." Hearing this, he asks, "Who are they?" But this time, Alina doesn't answer and goes back to her work. After that, we see Wyndham trying to escape by climbing up with the help of a climbing hammer. After climbing a bit, he gets tired and stops to rest. Suddenly, he hears the sound of children laughing from above, and a severed goat's head falls down. When he regains consciousness at night, he sees that the climbing hammer is stuck in his leg, causing him immense pain. He starts screaming. Hearing his screams, Alina comes and removes the hammer from his leg, taking him inside the house. The next morning, he asks Alina who is preventing him from leaving, but Alina doesn't answer. Then, Wyndham sees a boy on top of the cliff and asks him for help, requesting him to bring a rope. The boy tells Wyndham to wait and goes to get the rope. After a while, the boy returns with the rope and throws it down, telling Wyndham to climb up. Wyndham ties the rope around his waist and starts climbing. Alina watches this from the window but remains silent. As Wyndham reaches halfway, he thinks he will be saved, but it's just an illusion. Suddenly, some children appear above, and one of them urinates on him while others shake the rope violently. Wyndham asks Alina for help, and she comes to stop the children, but by then, Wyndham's head hits a rock, and he loses consciousness. Now, Wyndham starts feeling that he will never escape from here. He also thinks that Alina might have been trapped in the same way and, unable to escape, made this place her home. Surprisingly, the children don't want to kill Wyndham and Alina but provide them with food daily, only preventing them from leaving. The next day, Wyndham tries to grow vegetables in the barren land to ensure they don't run out of food. Then, a child named Lepus comes and asks Wyndham what he is doing. Wyndham explains that he is growing vegetables. Lepus asks Wyndham to teach him. Wyndham takes advantage of this and tries to befriend Lepus, saying, "I can teach you whenever you want." Hearing this, Lepus throws a pack of chewing gum at him and leaves. Later, Wyndham finds a ring and a car key in the soil, realizing that many people have been here before him. That night, Wyndham starts drinking heavily. Alina tries to stop him, but Wyndham scolds her. After that, Alina removes all her clothes. Seeing this, Wyndham can't control himself, and they become intimate. The next day, when Wyndham is in his garden, Lepus comes and asks Wyndham to teach him. Wyndham says, "I can't teach you from this far. If you help me escape, I will teach you whatever you want." Lepus, scared, says, "I can't help you escape while they are here, but when they are not around, I will try to help you." Alina overhears this conversation. Suddenly, another child arrives and hears their conversation. Angrily, he takes Lepus away. That night, while eating, Alina tells Wyndham that she is pregnant. Wyndham gets angry and says, "This is your fault because you seduced me." Alina replies, "This is both of our mistakes." Hearing this, Wyndham stays silent. The next morning, Wyndham wakes up to the sound of Alina crying and sees Lepus's dead body hanging in the air. The children killed him because he wanted to help Wyndham. Alina cries, calling him my son, revealing that Lepus was her son. But how? We will find out later. Then, Alina angrily tells Wyndham, "You are a murderer. Because of you, my son is dead." Saying this, she hits him on the head with a piece of wood, knocking him unconscious, and locks him in a cage for 9 months until she gives birth to her child. While in the cage, Wyndham's condition becomes like that of an animal. Although Alina provides him with food and water, she doesn't care much for him, even though he is the father of her child. One day, Wyndham sees a girl standing on the cliff and tries to ask for help, but the children kill her too. When Alina brings food to Wyndham, he says, "Why are you doing this to me? I am the father of your child. Either set me free or kill me." Alina replies, "You are just a means to fulfill our purpose," and leaves. The next morning, Alina starts having labor pains and asks Wyndham for help. After that, Alina gives birth to a daughter. Seeing the lovely daughter, Wyndham thinks he will stay here. But then, the children come from behind and slit Wyndham's throat, killing him. They tell Alina, "Mother, we have done what you asked." Actually, all these children were Alina's. Before Wyndham, Alina had physical relations with many men and had children with them. Some time later, we see Alina taking care of her daughter, saying, "Now my daughter will take my place." We also see Wyndham's body still lying there, and the movie ends here.